This is Duke University.
So the focus in the monastic education was on educating or forming the whole person, much as a monk is formed. And it was not about the mere transmission of knowledge. And so we have two different traditions emerging. In England, we have the monastic tradition, which turns into the college. And if you go to Oxford or Cambridge, you'll see that those colleges look like they look exactly like monasteries, because that's what they're based on. And then if you have in Europe, you have the big urban universities. And these are very, very different patterns. And when the Pilgrims came to the United States, they brought with them the monastic model, the seminary model, the college model, and they established seminaries like Harvard College and Yale College, which were called colleges and were like colleges. And the intent of these was to educate the whole person in religion, as well as in book learning and in practical skills and so forth. The universities in Europe went an entirely different course. Their focus on knowledge soon expanded beyond theology to mathematics, to science, to engineering, to practical to modern sciences of different kinds. And the locus of research became an important component in Europe. It was never an important component of the American college system. And so what happened in Europe is, as resources, different parts of Europe grew and dominated, the center of learning and of research began to shift. So it shifted from Italy to Spain, from Spain to the Netherlands, from the Netherlands to Germany. And ultimately we got, by the 19th century, we had the great German research university focused on generating new knowledge. Also in the 19th century, America was getting pretty prosperous, and rich Americans would travel, take the grand tour of Europe. They'd go, they'd spend a year or so traveling around Europe with their parents, either male or female children. And in this process, they began to realize that the European university had something the American college did not, which it was much more exciting and much more focal point for knowledge production. And they brought back then, the American university reformers in the 19th century brought back the idea of the European university to the United States. And essentially, places like Harvard College had dropped on top of it Harvard University. So they took the college that existed and they dropped on it professional schools on PhD programs, graduate schools and professional schools that were research oriented. So you had a hybrid system emerge in the US. Trinity College in North Carolina became Duke University. Yale College became Yale University. And that was, but in the American system, the college and the university have a very uneasy existence, because the college is still about education and the university is about knowledge. So there's a tension in the mission of Duke and of Harvard and a regular place between undergraduate education and the stuff that makes faculty members famous and brings in research dollars, which is the other aspect.
Produced by Duke University, online at duke.edu.